The summer travel season's almost here, and that means theme parks nationwide will be introducing a number of new rides and roller coasters. But not all children are little thrill seekers, leaving many parents in a tough spot. Joining us live from Legoland, Florida this morning via satellite, childhood development expert Dr. Susan Bartell and travel writer Allison Clark to tell us how one theme park is helping parents address roller coaster readiness this summer. Thanks for being here, ladies.
Great to be with you.
All right, Dr. Bartell, let's start with you. Tell us some of the common mistakes parents make when it comes to, let's use the word, encouraging their child to take that first roller coaster ride.
So parents sometimes want so badly to get their child on a coaster that they might do something like dismiss their child's fear. That ride's not scary. Or compare them to siblings or other children. Hey, your little sister's going on. How come you can't? Or threaten them or bribe them. Both of which make a child even more anxious, or they might even call them a name. You're a baby if you don't go on the ride. None of those work to help a child.
Well, what is the best way that we can approach this then to help our children overcome the fear of roller coasters? And it's Veloxrotophobia, is that how you pronounce that?
Good job.
Nice.
Yeah, excellent. So here at Legoland, Florida, we find that there are a number of things parents can do. To start, when you first get to the park, take your child on easier rides first. That way, by the time they get to the coaster, they're not as nervous anymore.
Okay.
Then when you do get to the coaster, stand and watch it for a while. Watch how it goes. Watch other kids getting off smiling and happy, and that will encourage your child to feel like they can do it too. Then get on line, and when you get to the front of the line, let your child choose the seat that they want to sit in and who they want to ride with, because that sense of control will help them feel less nervous. But the most important thing is that when your child is absolutely adamant that they won't go on a ride, move on to something else, because there's so many more things that they can do in the park.
Okay. Allison, jump in here. What else is Legoland doing about helping parents with little ones who might be too afraid to ride?
Well, one thing that's really helpful is that the people who run the rides here at Legoland are trained to help parents and kids navigate this exact situation. It's something that they see every day, all day, and they can really be helpful in giving your child that nudge if that's all they need, or telling you, man, maybe it's time to try one of the other 50+ shows and attractions here at Legoland.
You know, I've always found with my boys, when they were growing up, I always used that, you know, they always had the person saying you have to be this high, this tall before you can go on the ride. And I would always point out saying, see, you're big enough to go on this ride. Does that really work, or should we abandon that sort of thing?
Really, we should abandon it, because being scared of roller coasters or anything at all is not really about how old you are. There are some tiny little kids who aren't afraid at all, and there are really big kids, teenagers, and even adults who are still terrified. And so we really need to know when our child is ready and not use the height requirement, unless, of course, we don't want them to go on and we can tell them they're not allowed to because they're not tall enough.
All right, very good. We're running out of time, but ladies, thank you so much. Where can our viewers go to get more information?
They can go to Legoland.com, where they can learn everything about Legoland, Florida, and in addition, all the tips and more tips that we talked about today.
Very good. Ladies, we appreciate it. Have a great summer.
Thanks, you too.